Welcome to Reread, where I'm going through more Tales from Mos Eisley Cantina. Let's start with the next one by Timothy Zahn. It's Hammertong, the tale of the Tonica sisters. They're not the Tonica sisters, they're Shada and Karoli, who are posing as the Tonica sisters, which I always thought was kind of keen. Now, I remember liking this the first time I read it, and this time it kind of fell flat. Basically, they get captured by the Empire, escape again with a piece of the Death Star that goes to a Death Star, but yet they have it, and the Death Star is already completed at this point. So is it a backup piece? That is very confusing here. And at the end of it, they consider joining the Rebel Alliance, just because I guess they're done with the Empire bullying them around. I don't know. Like I said, the idea was interesting, but I just remember loving this the first time I read it, and now I thought it was meh. It was meh. You know, it's kind of weird because early Timothy Zahn, I remember being the best stuff of his. And this is early Timothy Zahn, too. Anyway, the next one is from A.C. Crispin. It says, it's called Play It Again, the Figrin Da'n Tale, Play It Again, Figrin Da'n, the Tale of Muftak and Cobb. Muftak is the Talls. He actually doesn't know what species he is until a stormtrooper calls him by his species name. He's so excited, so now he can hopefully track down his home planet. Meanwhile, Cabe is a Shadra fan who loves her jury juice and is, you know, kind of a partner with him. And as they break into Jabba's palace, they get some information, like a little data cube that's worth a lot of money to the Rebel Alliance. I mean, if you deliver this, they'll give you a reward for it. Supposedly, he's a captive rebel, I guess. And he goes, water, water, give me water. And they give him water, it says. Wow, that's the most expensive drink on Tatooine. I think someone should have caught that for poor A.C. Crispin, that water is rare on Tatooine. But the editor himself, Kevin J. Anderson, missed that. And it shouldn't have been water that they gave him. I was thinking, that's a very expensive drink. I mean, yeah, Jabba has lots of money, but are the prisoners getting water? No, they're not getting water. This one, basically, they give this little, it's called a data dot. I see it here. They give it to who I think is Jan Dodonna in exchange for 30,000 credits and passage off planet to anywhere they want. I think they were supposed to get 100,000, but he gives them a free ticket to wherever they want to go. They can travel in space anywhere they want. So, of course, Tals is thinking, well, I'll try to get to my home planet and stuff like that. And so then they go off. It's fine. It's actually a good story. A.C. Crispin's a great author, and this was very enjoyable to read. Most of these, probably all of them, were really enjoyable to read. The next one is from Dave Wolverton. It's called the San Tender, the Hammerhead's Tale. Basically, the Hammerhead in this one is Mama Nandun, and he is banished to a planet after he betrays secrets to the Empire. He was doing that to stop them from destroying the gardens of Ithor, but they still kicked him out, this priest. Well, now that same lieutenant is stationed on Tatooine, and Mamal wants to kill him for all that he did to the plants and trees. He took a few plants and trees with him to Tatooine, and he can communicate with the trees, and he's like, hey, I'm going to kill this guy for what he did to your brothers. And they said, no, if you kill him, we will not let you touch us again. You cannot break the law. You shall not kill. And so he's like, but this guy is evil. You know, his name is Alima, I think, Alimo. And the trees don't want him to kill him. This ties into the tale of Mustaf and Cabe because he tries to set up a trap, and he uses those two guys to tip the lieutenant off that the Hammerhead knows where the two droids are, you know, R2-D2 and C-3PO. He doesn't, but he just wants to bring the lieutenant to him so he can kill him. Well, then he chickens out. He decides not to do it, so as not to offend all his plants, and he gets beat up by the lieutenant. He's just basically disgusted with him, and is a bully, a typical Imperial bully. Well, after Han Solo escapes with the droids and Obi-Wan and Luke, the Imperials are like, someone's to blame for this. I'm not taking the blame for this. I'm not going to tell Lord Vader I failed. Who failed here? Well, Mamal finds a great time. He happens to be there at the right place at the right time. He goes, oh, it was the lieutenant. If you look on his, schedule, you can see that he came to see me. And I told him about the droids, and he beat me up anyway. Look at my face. You could see he was all beat up. And he was hoping that'll get him demoted, the lieutenant demoted, maybe a little jail time even. But what happens instead, he goes, will you swear, the captain of the stormtroopers or whatever, will you swear by this? Will you give us a written attestation? He's like, yes, I will. And the lieutenant's like, wait a minute, what's going on? You know, he's all mad. And so what happens is the Imperial officer kills the lieutenant. Now, Mama did not see that coming, and now he must pay penance for causing the death of someone else. Like I said, a lot of interesting stuff, interesting twist on these characters, and I really like it. Like the Hammerhead's thinking, how can I create life on a desert planet? In fact, a desert planet is kind of like hell to him, who loves a luscious plant, plant-like planet like Ithor. So again, Dave Wolverton just shines in this short story. It's too bad he won't be around to write any more. All right, so let's do another one here. David Bischoff, Be Still My Heart, The Bartender's Tale. It turns out that Word doesn't like droids at all. He meets a droid in the streets who says, I am a mixologist. I can make any mixed drink for you. And Word's like, I don't need you, stupid droid. Now, he's happy he works for the Wookiee, Chalum, I think is her name, who runs the bar at Mos Eisley, because it's the Wookiee who doesn't want droids in there, because droids take up space and seats and they don't drink. That's really smart when you think about it. So yeah, no droids allowed. You're taking up space for the patrons who do pay. But Word's happy about that. When he gets a whiff of Greedo, he's thinking something's his pheromones or whatever. Something about that. Now he's a mixologist too, and he's thinking, well, you can make a nice, something with those pheromones. Well, when Greedo dies, he makes sure that the Jawas don't steal the body, and he's going to claim it because they're going to, I guess, compress Greedo's body and make drinks out of it. But he realizes he needs that droid, that mixer droid. So he goes back into the streets, finds the droid. The droid was captured, I think, by Jawas, but his restrainer boat fell off, so he made a run for it. So he's just trying to seek asylum anywhere because he's scared. And Word saves him, brings him back, and they start making drinks and out of Greedo's body. Really weird story, but actually very enjoyable. All right, folks, that is all I'm going to talk about today. See you next time.